darkness should be condemned. Like rotting crops, you should be scorched from the earth to make room for more fertile things.
Hello YouTube, it's sensitive place to be children. Mr. A&E back to give you guys another Smackdown live review. Friday Night Smackdown review from April 23rd, 2021. Sorry, this review is coming to you guys a little bit late. A lot of things are coming to you guys a little bit late. Had a little bit of a rough weekend, but had to catch up on some things. So I'm sorry this is coming out. Most likely, you're seeing this review after Monday Night Raw, because I was like, I'm recording this Monday morning, and I'm just sitting there like, well, instead of putting up now, let me just put up all the wrestling stuff on Tuesday. Okay, so I'll do it to you like that. But guys, so this actually, it was a good episode of Smackdown, because I was like, it's been so hard to review Raw and Smackdown, as you guys already personally know. But this one was actually a pretty decent episode of Smackdown. And Smackdown starts off with Cesaro coming out, and Cesaro wants a shot at the Universal Championship because he's moving on from Seth Rollins. But Seth Rollins comes out and says, hold on now. You know what? I'm the new Mr. WrestleMania. The reason why your career shot up is because you was in the ring with me at WrestleMania, which they did have a good matchup. And he says that, hold on, we're not done until I say that we are done. Okay, so it's not gonna be that we still got things going, because you go for Universal Champion, it's not happening. Daniel Bryan comes out into the ring because he's going to support Cesaro for getting a Universal Championship match, but then Roman Reigns comes out, and Roman Reigns says, Cesaro, no, you gotta say something, y'all losers. You and DB is losers. First of all, did you see that right there at WrestleMania? And he shows up the new shirts, stack them up, was it beat them, stack them, pin them, whatever the case may be. I think I want that shirt. I think I want that shirt, really. And he was saying, look, y'all like main event losers. And then Jey Uso's out there right now. He says, look, you're never going to get a shot at this Universal Championship match, but we better set up for tag team action as we get Jey Uso and Seth Rollins taking on Daniel Bryan and Cesaro. Pat McAfee's on commentary. That's pretty good during this matchup, and the match is phenomenal. This is a really good tag team matchup, and great to see all four of these guys, getting there and really working. I was like, man, if this is going to be the opening matchup, what in the hell are they going to do for the main event? This was like a main event caliber match that's kicking off the show. And it's really good. Cesaro comes down and goes for and then gets super kicked by Jey Uso. But then Seth Rollins steps down and says, look, I don't need none of this. I'm Seth freaking Rollins. He doesn't need that. So he just leaves Jey Uso at bay. And then when that happens, Cesaro takes it for a swing. Daniel Bryan comes in, gives him a running knee, and then the match is over. So then after the matchup, Daniel Bryan gets up on the microphone, and he's begging for Roman to come out, and Cesaro is swinging Jey Uso in the meantime. And then him and Cesaro talking to Mike like, what's it going to take for him to come out and help his cousin and stuff like that. So he goes and swings him some more as Daniel Bryan's talking and everything. He swings him about 16, 20 some times. So it was good. I enjoyed the whole opening promo, and of course the matchup. To me, taking on Nia Jax right now, this was really much of nothing. Why is Reginald still here? You know what I'm saying? Because it was cool with the Carmella thing. Carmella dropped him. I thought he was gonna go over with Sasha Banks, to really ramp up her heel turn and be her. I forgot what they call him, but now this Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler thing, like they need any more components to go with that mess. That's Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. To my point, he might as well go back to Carmella, because now Carmella not doing nothing. And I'm just like, oh my god, y'all just can't leave well enough alone. Well, this matchup was straight terrible. As Reginald's on the outside, which distracts Shayna Baszler as they start arguing, and then Nia Jax is distracted by that crap, and then gets super kicked by Tamina, gets a terrible roll up. Tamina gets the victory. Care less about any of these guys. So backstage, Kevin Owens gets a shot at the Intercontinental Championship tonight with Apollo Crews. Big E does show up and say, you're going after my spot, you're going after my title. You know what I'm saying? But Kevin Owens says, but you deserve to have a title shot, but tonight it's my shot. And then what's going to happen after tonight? It's going to be my title. So they would have a little laugh, and they looked at each other seriously. Kevin Owens versus Big E would be a good rivalry to have, especially like SummerSlam type ways. Because I think the rest of this year, or a good chunk of this year, Big E should fight for the Intercontinental Championship. And my personal opinion, you build Big E up, probably have him win the Royal Rumble next year, or however they'll try to get to it, and have Big E go to Roman Reigns and have him go with the Universal Championship. I think that would be dope. I really think that would be the way to go for SmackDown, in my opinion, because I know they're trying to wait for The Rock to try to dethrone Roman, and they wait for Hollywood, which is like 2 years away. And I'm like, I know Roman ain't gonna keep that belt, you know, all the way up until then. I mean, Biggie can win it, and then Roman can win it back. You know what I'm saying? It can always be that way. But in the meantime, I think that would be the kind of the best storyline to go at here. But we get Apollo Crews taking on Kevin Owens for the Intercontinental Championship match. Sami Zayn is on commentary with Pat McAfee, Michael Cole. And Sami Zayn, you know, it's cool too. I was like, well, we know that it's not going to be the end of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Good matchup by Kevin Owens and Apollo Crews here as they bring out all the indies. So it's like Kevin Steen versus Uwa Nation all over again. So a pop-up powerbomb to Apollo Crews. Great to see that stuff out. General Aziz gets up on the apron to distract Kevin Owens. Apollo Crews hits the roll up and wins the matchup. After the matchup, General Aziz comes in there and gives us the Samoan spike, which you're not. I just don't understand why the Nigerian, you know, saying General Aziz is giving the Samoan spike, but whatever. He gives a small spike to Kevin Owens, and then after the match, Sami Zayn is in there dancing to Apollo Crews. The way Sami Zayn just be dancing is hilarious. He's dancing to Apollo Crews' music.
Lit in the ring. Look at this fool. It's litty, dude. It's fire flames, bro.
And I'm just sitting there like, yo, that joint had me dying. All right, so after the match, he just danced. I thought it was so kind of like long and awkward because I thought Kevin Owens was going to do something like kick him in the ball or something like that, but he didn't do anything at all. He just sat there and was just like, you know, just kind of waiting for it, thing like that. And it just didn't do anything. Backstage, Bayley talks about how she's going to have a matchup with Bianca Belair at WrestleMania Backlash because if it wasn't for her, she put Bianca Belair on the map. And when Bianca Belair came here, but now she's going to go back to get her title to be number 1 woman on SmackDown. As she's talking to Montez Ford right there, and then he calls Bianca on speakerphone, and then she says, "So what she said? I'll be right there." So we come back from commercial and she's there. She's like, "Look, so you gonna say what you said to my face?" So Bayley Chickens out says, you know, it'd be a great opportunity to have a match with you at WrestleMania Backlash. You know, you are the champion. You deserve your Sasha made history at WrestleMania. Blah 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 blah. And then as Bianca was like, "Well, I wasn't expecting that." And then Bayley comes back and just laughs right there in Bianca's face. I'm just like, okay, you know, I was kind of hoping Bianca, you know, tell her off. Or, you know what I'm saying, you know, they can start a fight or something like that. I mean, I want Bianca to be more of a more powerful baby face. You know what I'm saying? I hate this dumb baby face syndrome, especially when they have the championship. But this will be a good matchup for Bianca to test her abilities because I do think that her and Sasha not done yet. And I think after Sasha takes some time off, that she comes back, she's going to come back for her championship. Especially, I think the rematch done at SummerSlam, or Sasha wins Money in the Bank and do SummerSlam. That's how me personally, I would love to see how it goes down. So I forgot if this became before or after this, but Aleister Black is back. Okay, we get a backstage, you know, say a vignette of Aleister Black sitting in a chair. No more eye patch or anything. They're reading this book called Chapter 1, The Dragon, where he was talking about how he used to go to funerals when he was younger, but you know he wasn't necessarily ready for him as his dad. It was a lot of sinister mumbo jumbo, as I called it. I was just so happy to see Aleister Black back. So I hope that they're gonna do something with him. I thought they was gonna give him the release, and so he can go be with his wife, stuff like that. But no, he's still gonna be working for WWE. But now they're gonna try to repackage him and bring him back. You know, Aleister Black is such a talented person. You don't want to go off and waste that. So I'm glad to see him back in the forefront. Rey Mysterio, the Mysterios taking on Alpha Academy. In this matchup, so they really built up the Mysterios here as the next tag team contenders, and I mean, so forth. I still want sometime even at SummerSlam, if they don't have fans back, I want to see my Street Profits taking on Usos. That's the match I really want to see. Where the hell is Jimmy at? But meantime, in this matchup, Chad Gable is just amazing. He needs to be a single star. This whole Alpha Academy, they should have kept Heavy Machinery together, but keep Chad Gable doing the single stuff. Takes Dominic for like a triple belly to belly, tries to go for a German suplex, but as Dominic lands on his feet, tags in his dad, and then we get the action going on. Sets up Chad Gable for the 619. Dominic goes and splashes over Otis over the ropes. Otis catches him, but he gets out the way and then tricks Otis to running himself into the announce table. Ray hits the 619 on Chad Gable, frog splash, and there's the win. The Mysterios win the matchup. So as they go into the back, Cesaro and Daniel Bryan are coming out, and this is the last segment And Daniel Bryan was saying that Cesaro will be your new Universal Champion. He's the next Universal Champion, probably at WrestleMania Backlash when him and Roman Reigns had a matchup. But Roman comes out and says, hold on. You're not getting a Universal Championship matchup. You're not on my level, okay? And he just looked at him talking about something. No, you don't come out here demanding stuff like that. I'm the head of the table. This is my show. I make the matches, so it's not happening. But I make a challenge to you, Dan Bryan, because I don't like you. I never liked you. I'm never going to like you. And I'm tired of seeing you. So, you know, next week on SmackDown, you get one more opportunity for this Universal Championship. And when I win, I don't want to see your face no more. I don't want to see you linger around here on my show. So, implications saying that Daniel Bryan is probably going to be all SmackDown or for something. He may just stick in the back being a writer. I don't know if his contract is coming up. It probably is. And if he's not going to renew the contract, this is how WWE kind of writes people off and things like that. I'm not sure necessarily of how things are going to be going with Daniel Bryan. I gotta look more into it, see what his situation is going to be. But that'll be a huge main event for next week's SmackDown. So if SmackDown keeps continuing to be this good, I will keep coming back here and reviewing SmackDown for you guys. So for me, that was SmackDown. And SmackDown gets a thumbs up for me this week. I know it was a decent, solid episode of SmackDown. We're going to see how Monday Night Raw plays out. And I know the Wednesday Night War thing it messes me up. Because, see, wrestling every day with my schedule doesn't work. Okay, it's just, I got so much stuff to do, not just with my YouTube stuff, and because, you know, we do a channel about a lot of everything, as you guys already know. A lot of prepping, but it's hard being a family man and hard still working a regular job and still trying to be a husband or something like that. My schedule just does not allow me to do a Raw review, a NXT review, a AEW review, and a SmackDown review. So it still may be the Wednesday Night War format. If you guys want to see NXT and AEW reviews, I apologize for that. I know it's not a Wednesday Night War anymore, but it still may have to be that format because I just can't catch up with everything like that. You see how late the SmackDown review is coming to you guys. But post any comments down below if you guys enjoyed my review. How'd you guys feel about SmackDown this week? And hit the like button if you guys enjoyed my review. Hit the subscribe button for more WWE content coming to NC Studios right here, especially with 2K22 right around the corner. So once again, this is NCM Place to Be. Channel Train Mr. A&D, and the Nerd Coalition is out.